Validation. Why do we go to the PWI over the HBCU? Validation. Why do we move into the white suburb instead of staying in the ghetto where you ain't have to pay half the property tax? Validation. Why do we have to wear the most expensive clothes that they make? Validation. Why do black people own more Mercedes than whites? We own more Mercedes than whites. Make less, and you ain't got a third of the wealth. Validation. So until the black man conquers his need for external validation, our egos will always be used against us.
I fight against mine because it's there.
You have to.
Yeah, I have to fight it. Like, like I was just telling him, I have to be an example now because I'm moving out past towards the watermark.
And you have to start thinking about legacy.
Yes. And so for me, it's like a lot of the friends that I have and a lot of the people that I know in our culture, they kind of get stuck at an age. And it's like a 20-something-year-old age in their dressing, in their approach to life, in just everything. And I want to start to wear suits and I want to go casual and start to like be intentional with my presentation.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? And I want that to be loud and want young people to know like
more mature.
Yeah, let's go more mature with this thing, man. So because sometimes I'm in these settings and I ain't handled like the CEO that I truly am, and I'm trying to figure out
because your presentation can cause hesitation. The wrong presentation can cause hesitation.
Sometimes I'll be in a room, I'm like, yo, you do know I'm CEO of a company signed with iHeart, one of the biggest companies, one of the biggest platforms in the world. Like, you do understand that, right?
The wrong presentation can cause hesitation
because of the presentation.
Yes.
And that's on me for the most part, because I do want to.
Because remember, this society values image over integrity.
Right.
You understand me?
Yes.
You could have the most integrity in the room, but I'm the one who looks like I do.
Right.
You see that?
Yes.
We are a sensory-driven society.
Yes.
What's inside you, we don't even care.
Right.
It's all about how you present it.
Yes. I want to ask you about this too. Digital segregation by crowdfunding.
Okay.
I was doing some research because there was a conversation happening online. To me, it was very alarming. It was in reference to Rodney Hinton Jr., which is the grieving black father whose son Ryan was shot dead.
They shut down his crowdfunding, did they not?
Yes, they did. Rodney saw that body cam footage and snapped, tragically running over Deputy Larry Henderson. The immediate public response was outrage. Every crowdfunding page trying to raise Rodney's defense money got immediately shut down. He barely reached $7,000 before the platform removed everything under pressure from law enforcement. But watch this. Luigi Maloney, which is...
I remember.
That's a white former employee
that
of
was
United
accused
Healthcare.
of assassinating the U.S. healthcare CEO.
Gunned down the company CEO in broad daylight, and all his GoFundMe type campaigns soared to over $1 million. He even has merchandise with his face on it and is selling online. And if that's not enough, the white woman also was
Shiloh
on camera,
Hendricks.
screaming at the 7-year-old black boy on the playground. She made $1 million in GoFundMe. I want to speak to the digital segregation that happens in crowdfunding. And where did it start? Because I also hear this term floating around of black fatigue. I don't know if you've heard that lately, where white people are starting to say we're tired of hearing black people complain and kind of outline and point out some of the things that they've been through.
Clarifying, okay, the black fatigue. Is white people being fatigued about black complaints, or is it black people being fatigued from dealing with racism? I don't know. I'm asking.
My understanding is white people are using the term black fatigue as to say we're tired of
so
you
is white
complaining.
People suffering black fatigue?
Yes, we're tired.
I didn't know that. I thought it was the other way.
No. We're tired of you complaining about, we ain't getting
right.
And so I want to kind of speak to all of that. And we can take it however you want, step by step.
Okay. I'm going to go with the fatigue on both definitions. You feel me?
Yes.
First of all, 3 primary rules of racism. All white people are racist, and they do not share power with black people. They do not share what? Power. Crowdfunding is a form of what? Economic empowerment. How dare you, Negroes? Whether Carmelo Anthony was right or wrong, don't matter to them. Whether Rodney Hinton was right or wrong, don't matter to them. Why do you think you can come to white people and use our platform to empower yourself? The Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy, Loon, we was a GoFundMe platform. They shut us down.
Oh, they sure did.
Without a reason. Why?
Sure did.
Because I am not going to help you build some independent black school that you're going to use to liberate and emancipate black minds so they can compete with us for power over this society. Are you crazy? The question, Loon, isn't whether or not there is crowdfunding discrimination. Of course it is. But you know what the bigger question is? After 400 years, after 406 years, why are you still expecting white people to help you empower yourself against them? Equality is a sin. Equality is a sin. Equality eliminates white privilege. America is built on white privilege, so I'm not surprised at all. And I want to say this. For the people who felt like Rodney Hinton was wrong in running over the quote-unquote innocent officer, some people, Negroes included, are saying this would have only been justice if Rodney Hinton would have unalived the officer,
the exact person
who unalived his son. I completely disagree.
Me too.
You know why? Rodney Hinton was not at war with a single officer. Rodney Hinton was at war with a corrupt police system. His son was not alived by a single officer. It might have been a single officer that fired the kill shot. His son was unalived by a corrupt police department with a history of murdering black people without accountability. So we are fighting institutions and systems, not individuals.
Right. And also, what I find interesting is America gets this amnesia that if you strike one eyes, I've heard America come out and say, somebody else gonna raise your children for doing what you've done. So they are
look at what they did as a
back.
result of the fabricated accusations of 9/11.
That's what I'm saying.
When America bombs, America never targets the military. They target civilians.
Ain't that crazy?
Do you know how much blood is on the hands of America for murdering innocent women and children in other countries?